the bathroom. Wrong. You would be wrong. David Kim telling, hello, Avilo, son of a bitch, I'm nerfing Banshee, you can rage more. Yeah, that's what the phone call was about. Blizzard, they saw my game. They saw the game that I just played against that Protoss player. They saw it, they were watching the stream, and they called me. And, they called me up and they're like, I'm like, hello, who is this? This is Avilo, Terran mech player extraordinaire. And then they're like, hello, sir. We noticed you were meching against Protoss, and we don't like that. You could shift the metagame too far one direction. And we noticed you use the Banshee, which is one of the few units we've never nerfed, ever. And I'm just like, no, dude, no, Banshees aren't that good. They're not that good. Like, I just was messing around. I was messing around on the ladder, guys. It wasn't for real. Like, nobody would ever do that in a real game, right? Like, I was just screwing around, man. Just leave the Banshee alone. Just leave it alone. It's fine. It's fine. And then Blizzard, you know, David Kim, they're just like, no, we actually have to nerf that. That's the only unit we have not nerfed. And we're coming for you right now. And I'm just like, no! Leave it alone! Leave the Banshee alone! You've killed everything! Hellbats, Widow Mines, fucking ghosts, Marines, Marauders, you've nerfed everything! Leave the Banshee alone! Please! Do not hurt the Banshee! The Banshee never did anything to you, Blizzard! Nothing! Nothing at all! And then I hung up. And I fucking hung up. Completely legit story. Completely fucking legit. And then he called me back and he's like, fuck you, we're nerfing the Raven. Click, and he hung up. And I'm like, no! 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 Don't do, why would you do that? Oh, shit. And that's the story of the phone call I just had. Obviously a true story. Nothing was made up whatsoever. Completely true. Nothing fabricated. Real life story. Real life cool story, bro. Yeah. Alright, so somebody was asking, can you subscribe with Bitcoin? I don't think you can. But you can subscribe with dollars. I mean, yeah, I don't do the whole Bitcoin thing. But yeah, you can subscribe to, with dollar currency, which is pretty good. That's my story, guys. I had to tell you that story. They're onto us. They're onto us, Terran players. Whenever Terran figures something out, like, one day later, Blizzard's like, have you ever noticed this in tournament play? If Terran players ever innovate anything, like, it's like one tournament, like one best out of 3, and somebody does something like really good, and immediately Blizzard's like, we think that's a little too powerful, we're gonna nerf it. For this, you know, we just gotta nerf you guys again because, yeah, it turns out it's a little too powerful. We have a sample size of about 1 game, but we're fairly certain that Terran's overpowered, so we're gonna nerf it immediately. And what do they do? What do they do for Protoss? For Protoss, it's just like, well, hello Protoss players, thank you for playing our game. We noticed that you're in Masters and Grandmasters League. Last season you were in Platinum, but we see no correlation with that whatsoever. You must have just gotten really good over the course of the last season. Here's what we're gonna do for you. Because you've been doing so well on the ladder, we're gonna make oracles faster. Yeah, that's right. We're just gonna make them fucking faster. And then the little fucking platinum newbie Protoss with like 30 APM, he's just like, but won't that make the game a little bit too easy for us? Like, I don't want just an easy game where I can just get free wins. And Blizzard's like, no, it's cool, man. The oracle's for late game harassment. You'll never win the game with that alone. And then the guy's like, okay. And then he gets on ladder, and then like, those are the fucking Protoss players on Reddit that like make a post, and they're just like, it's just a screenshot of them hitting Grandmaster, and you're just like, the kid's like, wow, I finally did it. I finally got Grandmaster.
oh my god, like I started Bronze League last season, and like holy shit, I just learned some really good proxy Oracle builds. And I did it, guys. I invested so much practice time into this. My buddy that used to play the game, he quit the game because he's a Terran player, and he got tired of losing to my Oracles. But I just outplay him every game. And that's how I got to GM. Thanks. I love this game. Although it is a little strange now, because whenever I play ladder, it's only PvP every game. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that it's only Protoss versus Protoss. Because, like, didn't you see that interview with, like, Rain, where he said, like, Terran right now is Broodlord Infestor level of imbalanced? So it's fine, you know, every game PvP. It's cool. It's cool, man. Such truth. Such truth. The truth must be out there. But yeah, those are those kids on Reddit. They're like, wow, I made Grandmaster finally. I must be really good. I got so good. And meanwhile, like little Jimmy Terran is like posting his screenshot. He's like, wow, guys, I just fucking hit Gold League. Took me 3 months. I hope I can get pro level someday.